Oh, there's Randall Watts, the collector on the corner. We're back at OH. I've had a little bit of setback. I was watching that video that we made yesterday, the last one, and right here on this manifold, I could see it on the video. This manifold's cracked.
Ooh,
right there.
I see it.
Yeah, it's got some cracks in it.
Terrible.
That's on the intake side. If it's on the exhaust side, I wouldn't worry, but it'll leak air, not run white. So I might have to do something, I don't know. Rob a piggy bank and buy some nickel rod and put it in the barbecue grill and heat it up and weld it, or find a better one or something.
JB Weld.
Yeah, well, it might work. And there's that oil pan off that tractor.
Cheaper.
Not too much on the screen, and it's not as dirty as some. But if that pan hadn't been busted, and I decided, like a lot of people do, there's oil in there, let's fire it up.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff would have got circulated around in there. That's cheap insurance to go ahead and pull an oil pan on some old motor, especially when it ain't too hard to take off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what I'm going to do now is something I don't know if any of y'all ever seen or not. But my middle son, Chris, made this about 30-some years ago. He's not too good of a welder back then. I don't know how old he was, about 10. Anyway, what he made this for was put air in the cylinders to hold the valves up on a 28940. He had an old 64 Fairlane. And he held them valves up and changed them valve seals, them rubber seals in the valves. Anyway, he made that, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to screw it in the cylinders of this engine right here. Okay. And put compressed air to it. I'm going to put 150 pound air on them. And what that'll do, if there was a valve leaking, we'd hear it right now. But I can tap on them. And what that'll do, that'll blow any crud and crap out these holes here that might be on the valve seats.
Wow.
And the second thing it'll do is kind of force that fluid and stuff I've got on top of the pistons. There's some diesel fuel and transmission fluid mixed on the piston, not a lot. But it'll kind of force some of that down past the rings. Most of it's out of there already. I've done blew it out. But this will help me determine whether we got any leaking valves. I hear that leaking just a little.
Yep. Oh! Blowing junk out. Oh!
That was exhaust.
They're blowing junk out and hitting me.
Well, don't stand in front of it. You can get a video of it. I'll stand in front of it. Right there, the keepers done come loose. I'm going to have to put new valve keepers in there.
Yep.
I'll jump the keepers out.
Yep. I see
Better find out now. What I can do is I'll put a rope on top of that. It can't go down on these funnels anyway. They got these little seals right there.
Uh-huh.
Keep the valve from falling. You hear on valve leaking now.
Yeah, I hear it leaking.
Well, we'll go to the next cylinder. Better to find that out now as later.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't see any dirt daubers come flying out of there.
Nope. Thank goodness, I guess.
There it goes. I'll get it started. This will be number 3.
Number 3. Oh, some junk.
That's got a leaky valve.
Yep, I hear it.
It's the intake. See, it quit now.
Yep.
That's all it took. But what I'm trying to do is give this engine every chance to be good.
Yep.
If any of that stuff I can blow out of there and off of the seat, it just make it that much easier.
should I say hot diggity?
Hot diggity, huh?
Yep, hot diggity.
This be number 4.
Number 4. I hear it.
There's one leak in there too.
Yep, I hear it.
I don't believe it's that. I believe it's just exhaust. I barely hear it now.
You need to hook one up to everyone and make music.
Play music?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
I think it's leaking down here at my spark plug now.
Ah. Whoa.
Rock on it, dude.
I like it. That's cool. I didn't know you knew how to play drums.
But anyway, I did that on a lot of old motors before. A lot of times when the motor sets, it'll get stuff up there on the valves, on the little bit of rust and stuff on the valve seat. You can do that, and it'll give them a chance to free up and start working a little bit. I may change these on this top of this. I've got another H head, or maybe it's up 300's got exhaust valve rotators. So every time that goes down, it turns that valve a quarter of a turn. It rotates them, makes them work a little better. Now I could pull this manifold off of this engine here, and it'll fit that other one. But it's a propane manifold, see? There was a propane carburetor on there. I've took that propane carburetor off. I've got it put up in there. But there's a propane carburetor. And the trouble trying to use that kind of manifold with a gas carburetor, they tend to ice up real bad. You get a big ball of ice right there on that propane carburetor when you use gas on it. But the propane don't do that because it's got a hoses that runs around the end of the regulator that heats that propane up. There's not no moisture in there with it anyway, you know. It can get the outside air, but I've noticed that about a propane intake manifold with trying to use with gas carburetor. It's kind of effort futility. What it is, this exhaust comes down and goes around. This pipe goes through the exhaust. That exhaust comes plumb underneath there. You can take that little plug out right there, and I don't think it goes all the way in the intake. I think it just goes under here where the exhaust is. Anyway, that could be welded. I'll have to make me some plates and pressure test it. What I'm going to have to do to find out if it's going to leak. Because if that's going to leak, it ain't going to work.
Right.
So, I guess that's it for this video. We'll say goodbye and good luck to everybody.
Goodbye.